Okay, so welcome to my video on waste containers, wastewater containers for the C15 Romahome. Well, first of all, Romahome do an excellent job. They provide an outside drain point for your tap. Now, you don't have a waste storage container on a C15 Romahome. One or two people have questioned in our forum, where is the drain tank, where's the wastewater tank? They don't have one. It drains straight from the sink plug hole and it drains straight outside to the rear quarter of the camper and it comes out under the bumper. But I decided, because I wanted to do some stealth camping, that I wanted to put an onboard waste container on my C15 Romahome Hettie here that I'm sitting in on this glorious April day. So a few weeks ago I managed to do a bit of a conversion, quite simple, took me about 3 or 4 hours I think at most to do the whole conversion, but it really is, if you're much more capable than me, which some of you are, you'll be able to do it a lot quicker than I did. But I decided that I wanted to run an onboard waste container so that I could do some stealth camping and some urban camping and I didn't have to have a waste container outside. But first of all, I'll show you where the outlet, the actual original waste outlet is that Romahome put in. So then, where is the outside waste on a C15 Romahome? The waste outlet. I'll show you, just under the bumper here. Here we are, got approach the bumper, just tuck up underneath. And there you will see the hole, which is the waste. The C15 Romahome just there. And that is quite simply the waste for the C15 Romahome. You would put a bucket under there, or you can attach a pipe to a waste container, but I've moved mine inboard and I'll show you how. Okay, so we're back inside Hettie now, and under this locker here, or in this locker here, is my onboard waste water tank. The pipe comes through the side of the kitchen unit, just here, and it comes into the wastewater tank, which is just under here. Makes it on board. I'll show you how easy it is to get at and where it is right now. So we need to remove the backboard, which I'm doing now. Tilt the back seat up. There we are. And this cap here, this container here, and this pipe just here, they are the wastewater system for the onboard wastewater system for Hettie. The pipe comes through here and the sink unit's just the other side there. It really is as simple as that. And hopefully there you can quite clearly see my 10 litre wastewater container. There is the pipe that comes through, and that pipe goes through just under here into this locker. In this locker it comes round, and there is the sink. And I shall just show you, or point out to you, how I routed it through. So here we have the cover for the sink. We've talked about this in a previous video. Remove the cover for the sink, put it out of the way, and then I can show you what I managed to do to a certain extent. So there is the sink, just there. At the bottom of that, the waste pipe goes round behind the sink here, comes through, this is all hollow under here, comes through just here, under here, there is a gap just big enough to get your hand down. And I brought the pipe round, through that gap, drilled through this board here, or if you like, this board here, just below the height of the locker, and dropped it into the wastewater tank. And now I have a 10 litre onboard wastewater tank, which I think when you wild camp is a very useful thing to have, because you don't have to leave a bucket or a waste container under the outside drain anymore to give away the fact that there's somebody in the camper. So that's what I did anyway. That's how I ran my pipe work through the side of the cupboard there into the locker for the onboard 10-litre wastewater tank. Now, you don't have to do that, of course. A lot of people just put a bucket underneath the outside waste drain hole and catch their wastewater in that. Collapsible bucket's really useful. Other things people do, which I did, it was connect, I believe it's a 19mm plastic hose up and then run it into that water container there outside. But I intend to do a lot more wild camping and even some urban camping, so urban stealth camping. So it was really important for me to have an onboard waste container. So that's how I did my conversion to, quite simply, an onboard 10-litre waste container. Very simple to do. I think a metre of that pipe work, which is all you'll need, or a metre and a half, was a couple of quid or something from B&Q, and the 10-litre water container, very cheap again from Amazon, I think it was, something like that, probably about £6 or £7. So you could do the whole job for about £10. The hardest thing was actually getting the old waste pipe off, the one that runs down to the outside drain. I've left that in place, so if anybody wants to convert the van back after I get rid of it to outboard waste again, they can quite happily do so. It's all there for them to do. I hope this has been of some use to you. Something to do while we're on lockdown was make another YouTube video. So hope to see you on the next one. Please like and subscribe if you like the sort of thing I'm doing. If you notice a change in volume or quality of picture, I'm actually filming this on my little Lumix camera for a change, just to see how it works rather than on my video camera. And I will be giving an explanation in a while of the equipment that I use to make my YouTube videos. But I wanted to see how my little Lumix point and squirt camera actually worked. So fingers crossed, with a bit of playing on iMovie, I can get the volume and the focus just how we need it. Catch you on the next one. Bye bye now.